Classics come in a vast range of shapes and sizes, but the one thing they all have in common is a need for lots of mechanical TLC. And Tim's 50-year-old Mustang is no exception.
All levers good, you reckon?
Yeah, look.
Looks a bit dirty to me.
Yes, in preparation for their epic road trip, Tim dropped in on an oil company in Yorkshire for a surprising way to give his car a full mechanical health check. Here, lubricants are designed and blended for anything from trucks and buses right through to race cars and classics.
Wow, another lab. Look at all these machines.
But it's in the research lab that Tim can gen up on the slippery stuff with go-to oil technician Cliff Whitwell.
So what happens here?
What we're doing here is we look at used engine oil samples and we can give your engine a health check and see what condition it's in.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because I can provide that.
Oh, right.
A sample
Okay.
from my engine.
Right. Well, we'll have a look at it then. Over to you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. Now, give me only good news, please. So what is Steve looking for?
Well, he's making sure that the viscosity is within its set limits.
So I guess there's a compromise between you could have it too thick, which means it won't flow well enough
That's
around
right.
the engine, or you can have it too thin, which means the gap between two pieces of rubbing metal will be too tiny and it'll wear.
Yeah.
So how complex is what you do in here?
We look at the reserve alkalinity of an engine oil to see what life it's got left in the oil.
Yeah.
We look at wear metals, for instance, so we can tell what's going on within your engine, which is almost like a blood check.
Really?
Of your engine, yeah. So picking up different metals, we can tell whether you've got piston ring wear, piston wear, bottom end wear.
So you're actually going to analyse the metals that are present in the oil?
We will, yeah.
And you'll tell me from which part of my engine they've come from?
We will, yeah.
How often should you change your oil?
A lot sooner than what they recommend.
Right.
I'm not a big fan of 20,000 mile drain intervals.
No.
Even though the oil will live that long, but certainly 10,000 miles.
Right, OK. So from an expert, every 10,000 would be a good idea to make your engine.
Or do a sample check.
Right.
With his Mustang's oil now thoroughly tested for traces of engine metals, Cliff gets to put Tim out of his misery.
Do you know what the good news and bad news?
Yeah, come on, just hit me with it. I can't bear this.
The good news is the oil's all right. Your engine's good, yeah.
Are you serious?
I am, yes. And the wear metals are fantastic.
No, I rebuilt that engine.
Yeah.
No way, look at that. So what are we going to...
Did a good job.
Thank you very much. Right, so we've got here present... What are we looking at there?
We're looking at levels of iron at parts per million, 56 parts per billion.
Right.
Aluminium, 16 parts per million.
So that could be piston.
Yeah, piston wear,
So
cylinder
I'm
wear.
actually throwing
Very
away.
low levels. You don't need to worry about anything.
Right, but it would be worth you doing an engine oil change.
I think so, yeah.
At least the Mustang's engine has a clean bill of health, and Tim and Fuzz have half a chance of making it to the next stop on their epic car S.O.S. UK tour.